Best movies on Netflix right now, top-rated titles. We've updated the list for 2022 to remove great films that have left while highlighting underseen excellence. 1. If Beale Street Could Talk. The end of If Beale Street Could Talk is practically a given unless your ignorance guides you throughout this idiotic world, but there is still love in those final moments. 2. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Holy Grail is, indeed, the most densely packed comedy in the Python canon. 3. The Irishman. The scene plays out 1/3 of the way into Martin Scorsese's new film, The Irishman, named for Frank's mob world sobriquet. 4. I Am Not Your Negro. Raoul Peck focuses on James Baldwin's unfinished book Remember This House, a work that would have memorialized 3 of his friends, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X and Medgar Evers. 5. A Clockwork Orange. It's still a relentlessly vicious satire portraying a society permissive of brutal youth culture. One where modern science and psychology are the best countermeasures in combating the ultra-violence that men like Alex and his fellow troops commit. 6. Uncut Gems. Dom Sinicola. 7. She's Gotta Have It. An explosively frank feature debut that immediately announced Lee's brave, fresh new voice in American cinema, She's Gotta Have It, shot like a documentary, is a level-headed exploration of a young black woman named Nola, Tracy Camilla Johns, trying to decide between her 3 male lovers, while also flirting with her apparent bisexuality, in order to, first and foremost, figure out what makes her happy. 8. The Last Forest. A 76-minute documentary from director Luis Bolognesi and co-writer/subject/Yanomami leader Davi Kopanawa. The Last Forest blends gripping mythological reenactments with slice-of-life footage to craft an incisive and insightful look at an indigenous culture resisting the corrupting of mind and body. 9. Apocalypse Now Redux. In fact, Apocalypse Now remains one of the most profound illustrations of the corrosive effect nation-sanctioned violence has on a person's spirit and psyche. 10. It Follows. Instead, Mitchell never once judges his characters for doing what practically every teenager wants to do. He simply lays bare, through a complex allegory, the realities of teenage sex. 11. Bonnie and Clyde. Movies like Arthur Penn's Bonnie and Clyde possess a gritty kind of realism that is every bit as clever and wise as the French New Wave, but infused with a freewheeling American spirit that hadn't yet been stifled by a corporate agenda.